Welcome back to the channel. Got a video for you today. Just had to buy a new printer because our old printer decided to go on the fritz at the worst possible time. So figured, you know what, to hell with it. Get a new printer, and I thought I'd bring you along for the ride. As far as reviewing this printer, it is the Canon PIXMA G3200. It is the ecotank. Takes these big old bottles of ink, as well as what looks like ink cartridges, but I think that's for the print heads. But supposedly this thing has got the capability of printing out of all this ink 7,000 plus color pages and like 6,000 plus black and white. So that was one of the reasons why I wanted to go for it with a printer like this one. It's an all-in-one. It's got your scanner. It prints, copies, everything that you'd want an all-in-one. It also connects through Wi-Fi, so that way you can use multiple computers, multiple devices in the house to print. Basically load paper in here. No paper tray to screw around with. You just load the paper right in here. It's got the little paper tray you pull out for when it's done printing. And so it does have access to being able to hook up to a computer with USB, but it does not come with the USB cable with this, so you'd have to buy that separately. Because we don't hook it up to one computer, we hook it up to, you know, the whole network. We use the Wi-Fi functionality. And that was one of the things that was going wrong on the old one, is the Wi-Fi connectability. It didn't want to connect. No matter what we tried reconfiguring the Wi-Fi on it, it just didn't want to work. So I said to hell with it. We've had it for a few years now. Figured it's time to upgrade. So it looks like, from what I was reading the directions, looks like it's real simple. You just take these little cartridges out of the package. And see, this one is the black. Nice thing is you just lift up on that, self latches. Squeeze this, pull that up. You take the little sticker doohickeys off the print cartridges. Apparently you gotta pull, oh yep, okay, that's right. You gotta pull this because that would be where the ink hooks into, so that it feeds from the tank into the cartridge. So you just stick that on the black side, down there. You want to try to avoid touching little contacts. Pull that off. Pull that little bad boy off there. Slide that down into the color section. You're supposed to lock those down in there like that, and voila. Now, as far as the ink goes, crack this bag open, and there's a little rubber cap right here. Pull that off, put it off the side. And according to the directions, you just kind of and it's got these nice little see-through markers on here, so that way you don't have to rely on software to be able to tell if it's full or not. Yeah, there it goes. Then it's starting to. I gotta say, for the amount of money we paid on this, they give you a lot of freaking ink. And there's even a little bit left over. I don't know if I dare. What the hell? Oh. the little rubber stopper back in the top there. Push that son gun right down in there. And voila. Now I did see on Amazon, because this is where I purchased this, I did see on Amazon they did have refill kits that weren't made by Canon that were supposedly compatible with this. Very cheap. So yes, you pay, I paid $180 for this unit. You do pay a bit up front, but the savings you have over time with ink is just, because apparently with these bottles of ink, it's the equivalent of over 30 ink cartridges. So now we need, oh, they give you a handy little, haha, that would have been nice to know with the black. They give you a little peg to be able to stick the little rubber stopper. Alright, now I need the one marked C. And of course, same thing as with the black. Just carefully stick that down in there. Alright. Now, what comes in the box is your standard, you know, you get a CD in order to help set it up. You get your, I'm guessing this is warranty information. You got safety and important information, paper manual setup, basic manual, online manual, blah blah blah. Oh, that's alright. That's your warranty one. And notices. Then you get your getting started guides. Read these through. This is how I was able to figure out how to put the ink in. And the first getting started guide is just showing you basically what I did. Getting the ink cartridges put in, getting the ink poured into the tanks, and so on and so forth. It's also got where you got to remove tape strips and all that fun stuff. The second getting started guide is for how to hook this thing up so that you can start using it. It did say at the very end of this one that it's a little confusing. Use the printer without connecting any other devices. And it says press the stop button and then the Wi-Fi lamp turns lit. That's where their translation sucks, but wait about 6 minutes until the on lamp is lit. When the on lamp is lit, the printer setup is complete. Okay, how in the hell are you supposed to put in your freaking password for your Wi-Fi? So, that's where this comes in. If you have Wi-Fi password, or if you have a disk drive, go ahead and use the CD. But I'm going to be using a computer and getting this thing set up. Yeah, because see, it says here wireless LAN connect or wireless LAN connection. Connect the printer to a network without any cables. Yeah, the canon.com/IJ setup. So we come over here, fire up the old Google Nader. We come up address bar, and we go CANON.com/IJ set up. Bingo. Power button. just flashing. Okay, there we go. It's turned to a double flash. Alrighty then. Hold down the stop button until the lamp flashes again, and then release the button. Hold down the stop button until the lamp flashes again. Okay, the printer is doing something. Okay. Hold down the stop button until the on lamp flashes again, and then release the button. Okay. Okay, I'm guessing this is probably priming the... Probably pumping the ink through the... Check that the on lamp turns lit and the Wi-Fi lamp flashes. Initialization takes about 6 minutes. Proceed to 4. Should then be... Yep, 4. So we wait the 6 minutes. I mean, as you can see, it's real simple to set up. Noisy little bugger, isn't it? I would not recommend doing anything with this until you are done hearing it do its little thing. Well, about 6 minutes. Never mind. Spoke too soon. You done yet? It does say that the Wi-Fi light has to be flashing. It's a double flash. Alright, I think it's done. Okay. So now, we got that done. We're now done with that one. Okay. Then we go to this one. Click Setup. Setup. We have got the G3200. G3200. Alright guys, finally got the printer all hooked up and working. Had to go through a bunch of extra steps. Canon does not make it easy, but I think it's partially the fault of my network. So, what I ended up finally having to do is exhaust all efforts in the second quick start guide as far as trying to set it up wirelessly. It first looks for it on the network. Then when it doesn't find it, it then tells you to hit a series of buttons in a certain order, and I don't remember what they are now, but yeah, it'll tell you to hit a certain number. If I remember correctly, you got to hit the stop button if the Wi-Fi light is flashing. You got to hit the stop button. Then you got to hold the Wi-Fi button until the power light flashes. Then you hit the color. Then you go through the rest of the stuff on the menu. It'll still fail. Ultimately, what I ended up having to do was do a temporary connection via USB to my computer to then allow it to find the network, to then type in the password for my network, and then I was able to connect it. So, but as you can see, I can, I'm not hooked up to USB. It is strictly wireless. So let's just find something random. Let's see, Control P. Let's just print this basic web page. And as you can see, just printing the Google webpage, and I gotta say, you know, depending on the quality of your paper, the print quality is actually very nice. I don't know if you can see that very well, but not exactly vibrant colors on this, but it's, you know, not a whole lot to it. But when I printed out the test page, I mean, I gotta admit, it's, you know, it looks about like it should. So even when I printed out the confirmation on the registering it, you know, reds are vibrant, green, you know, greens are noticeably green, reds are noticeably red. There's no issues with, as far as, I mean, it's not like super color saturated, so that's a good thing. Crisp lines, no blurring, no, you know, smudging, nice and crisp printing. Honestly, if I had some photo paper right now, I'd try photo paper in this thing. So I mean, let's see what it's like copying. So set it in here like this, hit color, and the nice thing with all the ink the thing's got, it's not like I gotta worry about running out of ink right away by, ooh, I'm printing too much. You got the levels on the tank that you can see. And, ta-da! Give you a comparison of the two. Okay. Honestly, I think this is the one I printed first, and this will be the copy. They look identical. So, oh, wait a minute. No, I take that back. I spoke too soon. The blue around the online manual part is faded. So it's not an exact. You know what? Let's do this again. Let's hit color. Maybe it just needs to be run through a couple of times. I don't know. Yeah, again, it's okay, so it doesn't make perfect copies, because again, we got nice, you know, nice faded blue, but you could definitely tell blue. But then when you look at the copy, looks kind of like a gray, so doesn't make exactly. Well, you know what? Got a nice colorful setup here. Let's just print randomly. Why not? But yeah, so connect it up to USB, follow through the steps, you know, just exhaust all your efforts. It'll walk you through it basically, but ultimately, because of my network, I had to connect it via USB. And yeah, it looks like about the same level of red. Yeah, it must be just, I don't know, it must be just picking up that particular blue. So, but yeah, that's a pretty good look at the PIXMA G3200 by Canon ecotank. And I tell you, like I said, this thing, And this thing's a freaking huge bottle. 135 milliliters of black. And then each of your color, 70 milliliters. So right there, that's enough ink to last a while. I will not have to buy ink for quite some time, which is one of the reasons why I went with this printer. So, with that being said, like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and see you in the next video.